Hello, welcome to Introduction to the Visual Arts. The painting that I've chosen today, or let's not call it a painting, let's call it the work of art, is Arrangement According to the Laws of Chance, created by HansArp in 1917. It is in the Dada style, Dada, D-A-D-A. It is in the Dada style. Now, this is where paper has been glued to paper. So it's a kind of collage. What happened is after World War I was in full force in Europe, artists became disillusioned with all art styles that had gone before them because the world was upside down. People didn't know why they were fighting a war. They didn't know why they were dying. The war was the bloodiest war in the history of the world up to that time, and it looked like there was no solution in sight. So a group of artists got together in Switzerland, and they decided that there is no rhyme or reason to life, that things just happen according to chance. You can't control anything. And so that's the style of art that the Dadists created. It's called Dada, which is a word, it's a totally made-up word. Some people think it's like Babel. Other people think, well, it might be Russian. And so there's much conjecture about where the word came from. But it comes from this idea that there is no rhyme or reason. So when you tear a piece of paper and you drop it to another piece of paper that's sitting on the floor, the air currents themselves are going to decide where that piece of paper lands. And so that's how they made their artwork. They actually wrote poetry the same way. They would take a newspaper and they would tear words out of a newspaper and then just take those words, drop them to another sheet of paper on the floor, glue them down, and then read them. And the poetry absolutely made no sense at all. And that was the idea behind the Dadaist artwork, that life is totally random and you can't control anything. So that is a vast departure from many of the isms and styles that came before it. So I want you to keep this in mind when we make our Dadaist artwork. Thank you for your attention.